So it should be working in theory. I have no idea if it does work or not. I need to enable this as my face, and there's so much light in my room, Jesus. Just leave it.
Hey, it is up.
It is great. I'm going to quit the call for a bit and check for a lot of stuff. I need to first not that. And yeah, there we go. We're live, I guess. That happens. Checking multiple targets. I have no idea. I need to use my phone for that. Bear with me, guys. This is the first live stream, so I have to fix a couple of things before we get started. Right. Let me first check if this thing will actually get saved after the live stream is over. Advanced settings. Recording date today and save. The video contains select one. Standards enable everywhere. Even if it doesn't get saved, I'll just upload it later. Add a delay. Age restriction, no. There's no such thing as age restriction. We're keeping a fair language, so it's family friendly. Video select language English. English United Kingdom, there. Definitely. This video contains paid production. No, it doesn't. Not yet, at least. Enable slow mode, live chat, and basic information. Cards, live dashboard. Let's have a look at that. Good. Nobody's watching. Fantastic. Let me have a look and see how the live stream is performing. Will I gonna see myself live streaming? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I can see myself live streaming. Let me check. Yeah, the quality seems to be fine. I can see fairly everything. Quality, it's full HD. Let's have a look if it's full HD actually. Yeah, the quality should be full HD now. And yeah, everything should work. Depends if you guys are actually paying attention. So, for today's live stream, first of all, thank you very much for joining. Today live stream, I'm actually going to talk about the giveaway. I'm giving up £100, dollars, call it whatever you want, at 300 subscribers. No joke. I'm legitimately having the money into a PayPal, and I can transfer it to my bank account and directly transfer it to whoever wants the money or wins, whatever. So for today's episode, Jesus Christ, the light. For today's episode, we're going to live stream and play some creative fun. I had a friend who invited me to the server, and I told him that I'm going to definitely check it out. And since I don't really have time to get on the server and build by myself, I just decided to live stream while I'm building. Now, this live stream could go on for like 3 hours or 2 hours. I have no idea how much time it's going to take me to finish this. But we're going to build a tiny village, medieval style, and everything is going to be live. So I don't want to hear complainings as if, oh, you copied from internet or stuff like that. Whatever I'm gonna do right now is going. You can see if I'm cheating. I got no multiple monitors at the moment. I'm waiting to get my new monitors. So there's no. It's just pure creativity. So what I'm trying to do right here is, probably you have noticed already. I'm trying to build a tiny. Let's see if I can open your mind. I don't know how it's called in English, to be honest. It's one of those machines that legitimately can lift a lot of load. Grue, I think it's called. Grue, yeah, probably. Crane, yeah, it's a crane, but it's a medieval one, so it's going to use less technology than you actually think. Yeah, so let's build it back so it actually makes more sense. What the heck? Why do I hold the torch? Let's put the torch away. Sorry, I'm looking at the performance of the live stream because this is the first episode when I'm actually live streaming, and it may be either slow or laggy because I haven't configured everything right, or God knows. For me, it's moving fine, but I don't know about you guys, since I'm having that problem. It's a bit annoying. Hey, 3 people watching. Nice to see you guys. Right, hold on a second. Bear with me. I'm just trying to fix new things. Come on. Yeah, so I'm gonna just go along with the phone on the live stream so I can see you guys commenting. And yeah, there you go. We're going to go in full screen for this. And from this point on, let's try to build. Now, I don't like how they look, especially. I think I should have done a 3x3 because it's too close to the ground. Yeah, so let's edit it a little bit. No. Change the idea. Hold on. First, let's make the back, because it kind of annoys me that I don't have a template to go with. So let's make the back. Let's create a really mediocre looking circle like that. I think it stands fine, but let's edit it. So we need to make it 3D, but without destroying the whole effect. I don't know what that was. Hello to you too. There you go. So now we have this fairy looking massive size. I don't know. Let's just give it a shot and build it a little bit wrong. Or should I keep the distance of 3x3? I think I should attach it. Let's attach it. Oops. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, remember, all you have to do to join the giveaway, sorry, the live stream, Jesus. All you need to do to join the live stream is just, I just say live stream again. I just wake up, so don't be mean to me. Let me try again. So everything you need to do to join the giveaway, you just need to follow me, like this video and some other videos, be active on the channel as commenting and supporting me, and you have already a high chance of winning £100 legitimately. So stay tuned for more content like this. I will be doing a lot more live streams and probably more giveaways in the future, because I do want to keep my audience involved into what I'm doing. And if you guys are more attracted for money, I don't mind giving them away. Money isn't an issue, right? So hopefully after creating that, it looks like a gun. So let's try to fix this. Now that by my meaning, I just see that this thing could actually stay. So if I fix this, it will not rotate anymore. So I just wish to apply another one that goes like 3x3 in here. And then 2x2, there we go. It's actually so dark. Why is it so dark? There you go. And from this point, it's so light. Should we change the wood? I think we should change the wood into oak. It's just too dark. Nah. It doesn't look fine. I just love the texture of the spruce wood. It looks so realistic, as if you're actually looking on an actual tree. And we can actually make it better with a resource pack. If we go ahead and place this, it should be fine. Hey David, how are you doing? It's nice to see you here. If you want to be the winner of the giveaway, just like this video, stay tuned on my channel, and you can win £100 for real. No joke. No joke intended in here. Some people told me that I'm a fake, like I won't be giving $100, but I will be giving them. I keep saying $100, euro, or pounds because I don't know where are you guys from. So I'm gonna change the value of the money depending of your country. So it's gonna be 100% 100 the amount. Anyway, let's just keep going. So let's stay tuned and see how much we can actually build. All right, so that's what I'm kind of looking for, a 3D effect size of this. Now, of course, the first one is much bigger. Yeah, this is fairly nice to my viewing, I guess. And it does resemble one of those moving things. Yep. Let's let's try and see if we can actually make it like this. We're currently using the ray tracing technology, so if you look at the sun, it looks that amazing. It's pretty fun to use this new technology, especially if you have a river. Let's say that this is going to be a river. I can use TNT, I already tried, but let's use super pickaxe. Can I use super CP area? Super pickaxe area 5? You're lacking the permission to? I'm lacking the permission to use any command on this server. Alright, so we can't use that. If you haven't seen already or played already the ray tracing technology, it changes the way. Got a messenger, Facebook business, your first boosted. Right, I'm sorry about that. If you haven't already tried the ray tracing technology, either because you don't own a powerful graphic card that could stay the technology, or you just didn't know of its existence, the meaning of ray tracing is how light can actually reflect into your eyes while you're in a game or something like that. So it changes how well the light reflects. And what does that mean is that you are going to see the sun exactly as you're seeing it in real life. And by these standards, it can be really realistic with some of the textures that actually exist in games such as Minecraft. You'll see what I'm speaking in just a second while I try to do the whole situation over here. I try to kind of create a river, so that's it. Now, if we place the water, you are going to notice a whole difference into the texture of the water. Now, this thing is actually really heavy to load, but if you're playing this on a server, you will be completely fine. In single player, though, it can make a lot of loading problems, so make sure you know what you're doing if you're going to use this. Now, this is a little bit terrible. I think I can set the water by word edit, because it looks like the water is actually stopped in this server. So I'm gonna go here, yeah, down here, and hit that button and replace air water. Yeah, that's what I did. They avoid the lag or spamming and stuff like that. So this is how the water looks like, and it's just amazing how they managed to implement such textures into that. So if I place the water in here, it will not disappear. Oh, this looks weird, man. Alright, anyway. So now if I go in the water, watch this, is going to happen live. If I go in the water, this is how it looks like. Because thanks to the ray tracing, you can see the sun going through the water and all the particles, and it's really amazing. Anyway, going back to the main build, let's have a look if I can make that. I don't like it. I usually go ahead and change the textures as I go along until I'm satisfied, let's say, with what I'm building. And if I'm not, I'm going to try again. No matter how many times I retry the building, it just needs to meet my satisfaction level. If it does do that, then it's a good build. If it doesn't do that, I need to go ahead and review it over and over again. So far, I don't like the fact that this is 2 and that's 3. So I'm gonna make this thing a 3 instead, because I don't want to connect the textures. It looks awkward if I do that. So there we go. Now all I wanted to do is kind of this situation. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's much better, because now I can just go ahead and recreate this up, and you can still see the connections like that. It does look off right now, but I hope when I finish everything, it's going to be fine. So let's do the same thing in here, but starting from the top. So we're going to edit the shape in 3, not by 2. There we go. 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The wrong way, but okay. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. That's the standard, I guess. 2 over only. 1, 2. Okay, now that we've done that, let's just jump ahead and do some simple calculations over here. It should be like that, and it should be like this. I got something wrong with number 3. Half of my buildings are containing number 3, like seriously. Fine, fine. No, how about not? Let the texture for later. We just need to keep going and editing the real stuff to this. We're going to use iron chains. I doubt this is 1.16, so therefore let's just keep with those things for now. And how it works, I may need to actually... no, it's fine. So this is what I'm looking for to create this kind of texture. And I need to... Oh man, it feels awkward because you guys can actually see me right now, so I can't really look away or stuff like that. It would be awkward if I do that. I need to get used with that. Anyway, let's just stick with the main theme of this. I feel like making a giant square. It depends. Good. We can either do this, or we could actually have something like this, as if this is the hand of the machine, you know, and it's actually gathering something from there. So let's just use another texture of diorite, for example. You got the point. Let's make it a little bit bigger than that. So let's just... I forgot that's a half. I can do that, yeah, instead. So it's going to be a full block, and then it's going to be a stair, and then that. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's turn around that for a bit, so it's actually attaching to the block, not slipping away. So let's attach this, and then this. There we go. 1, and then number 2, and then number 3 over there. There we go. So now we are seeing the whole structure being pulled out by the hands of this thing. So yeah, we could even go ahead and edit the texture as if this thing just pulled out the ground. But going so far sometimes is unnecessary, as if this is the same shape of the ground, you know, it just pulled it out. But yeah, we could just leave it like that, whatever. So now back to the texture. We need to make a couple of changes because I don't want this thing to look like this. So let's just apply a tiny texture over here. And this thing goes all the way around. I don't want it to attach to it somehow, if that's a word. So this is 1.16 or 1.15? 1.15, because I can place the block on top and it doesn't lag. Now I don't like the fact that it looks awkward with this whole situation, but I guess it is what it is. Right. Then we have this situation when I need to go down with it. And I guess I'm going to close that there, so we don't see it going any forward. But now I need to kind of remove those and let the texture like that. Again, we're building with no mods or anything, so this thing is supposed to just look kind of realistic and that's it. But so far, we need some extensions to apply this whole thing together. It kind of looks like there's no detail in between, so I need those like that. It's a little bit taller than I thought, but it is what it is. Right, and now we're going into the back. I usually like to do that in the back. It looks somehow realistic, if you ask me. What could we actually do in this situation? We could, if we want, block this with just that, as if the line is still incomplete in that section. So yeah. There are a couple of people online. I'm in creative 1 if you're... Hello, Dante Byte. Thanks for joining. Sorry for the late answer. I'm like so focusing into this. Yeah, so let's try and add more details on the bottom and see if we can actually achieve a 3D effect through that side. That's gonna be a little bit hard. Right, and what we need is that it looks awkward for the moment when you have those corners. We need to kind of cover the mix of details into it. So if we place those, it looks like it's attached to something. It's more realistic. Now again, over here we need either that or either something else. I'm gonna go for this texture. Right. How are you doing, Dante Byte? It's just nice to have people actually watching live stream instead of me live streaming for no one. Should we play some music in the background? Am I too boring for entertainment? If you guys want some music in the background, I can go ahead and just play some music like this one. Let me try and see if it's actually disturbing. I'm listening to the live stream right now. Hold on. Right. So I guess it's not that loud. There we go. I lower it down. At least we have some music now. Good. So back into the point. Now we have some problems over here. I guess I'm going to... you know what? I'm actually... Hold on a second. Actually, every time I move my chair, I need to check the webcam. If it's too up or too down. There we go. Yeah, quest is fine. Good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to change the texture of this into wood and then leave that ground over there something else. So let's try and see how it looks. Yeah, it's much better. It's thanks to the fact that it's bleeding well into the texture of the other stuff. Of course you wouldn't see this made by wood, but if you guys want me to stop the music, let me know. Right, so let's have a look at it. Good, it's better than I thought, to be honest. Right, let's make this texture stand a little bit more. So we're going to apply something like this as a matter of fact. Yeah, something like that, so it just blends in with other details. Good. And to attach that texture we need an oak fence. There we go. We could use an oak fence even here with a fence, or just two fences on top if you guys really fancy that. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. It's nothing too hard to repeat, to be honest. Let's use some crazy stone blocks over here, because we do want to blend better the details in, as if this thing is actually structured to resist whatever is going to happen with it. Yeah, let's just use that. Good. So we're creating this kind of circle at the bottom. This is because we kind of want to see a 3D effect of that, and we are going to cover the mixture in between. And then we're copying the old wood that I placed in there with this situation that we are doing right now, and that's it. That one disappeared, and we have this 3D texture over here that I don't like. Yep, and that's it. We only need that block, right? And this block and that block. Good. Now let's do this. We don't need this effect on here, but I guess we'll have to do it for now. You guys haven't told me if I should stop the music. Let me check the live stream chat. Ooh. Right. Back to the point. I couldn't place it for a second in there. Right, let's do the same thing to the other side and see how it looks at the end. Right. So far, so good. We need a block, probably that one or either this one. What I love to do when I connect the end of those rods, I usually use that. It just makes pleasant detail, I guess. Now the next thing to do is blending in this and that, so we can actually add the texture to it on the other side as well. And now we need to blend the whole thing in. You do need to use those trapdoors. I don't know, this is like a video live tutorial on how to build. Hello, whoever joined the live stream. Thanks for coming over. It's like a video tutorial thing for you guys to learn how to properly add details. When you have this situation when you can't really do two trapdoors, you should probably consider on covering that with something anyway. Something like smooth stone or anything in between. You don't need to cover the whole thing. You only need to cover this section when you have a difference of block and then a different block at the top. That's it. Because if you do that, the texture looks way more realistic. For an instance, we have all this blend-in, I don't know, construction, and it looks like this. Now there are a lot of trapdoors. You could use a mix of them. I don't mind, to be honest. At the look, as much as it looks realistic, is fine. It's like a spam of stairs right now, but it does do the trick. And when you look at it, you see two arms and a giant thing over there, and it does work, if you know what I mean. If it works, it works. That's it. That's texture. There we go. I'm looking at live stream to see if it's laggy or not. It may be because of the internet. God knows what could happen. Good. So now that we finished that thing, we are jumping on the next build. It usually takes more than this to cover, more time to build this thing, but for this video we're just keeping everything fair, mediocre. You don't need, however, to apply details at the bottom. Don't do that. It looks awkward when you do this. Like placing stairs like that, no, trapdoors underneath it, it's just weird. Leave it empty. See, that's a nice door in there. And good, we have created that. This is the final result. There's nothing that you can actually do to improve this. I wanted my legs to look like that, because I wanted to build it a little bit diagonally, but not legitimately diagonal like that. Whatever, you got a point. It looks fine, I'm happy with it, so let's just stick to the next one. What you could do to improve this, you could actually add, no, another message. You could actually add those in between and then connect them with something else, but only if you have space. If you don't have space, like I do in this situation, just leave it empty, it's fine, nobody's going to complain about that. Anyway, or you could actually take it to the extreme and use only the two first connectors, so it looks like it's actually flying, you know, like more realistic to the touch. But I don't want to do that. I want it to be attached to the top. Anyway, you got a point. All right, next build, we have a tiny river over here, so of course we started building this. Let me know if you actually think that the song is annoying. If the song is annoying, I can totally take it off. How loud is it though? Let me get my hat. Never mind, let's use the Bluetooth. Let me see how you can actually hear me. Right. I found myself funny. Really awkward to hear myself. Right. Yeah, I think it's fine. You guys can hear me well with the music in the background. Okay, so next step to do. Obviously, we want more water into this village because it kind of looks amazing with the whole thing built. So let's try to build over here a protection tower. You know, like one of those medieval towers that you see and you know that it's actually protecting you. So let's do that right now. Let me get more closer. Okay, that's much better. Good. It looks like the mic is actually eating me alive, but it's not. Trust me. So we're placing the blocks. Let's see, we're going to use oak. We want a variety of wood, so that one is closed, this one will be open. We're going to use classic blocks such as stone bricks. Alright. We're not actually building right now, but just selecting the blocks. We're gonna use some cracked. Why not? Cracked ones. Stairs, of course. Let's see, we're going to use some gray concrete. This thing looks amazing in the texture. Don't ask what's happening over there. It's because of the texture pack. The texture pack will be in the description down below when I finish the video. You just stay through for 1.15.2, I guess. Yeah, there you go. So this is what we're gonna use. That's all. I believe this is what we need, and some wood, of course, and probably walk stairs. That's all. This is what we need. And let's see how big it's going to be. So I usually take some red wall and build my shape of it. So if you want it mediocre, like the standard size of a tower, that's the standard size. And you're actually gonna have only 3 blocks inside to work with. But we don't want that. We want to apply as many textures as possible. So we're gonna expand this double the size. Alright? Good. Now we're gonna remove the middle. Okay. So, wait, what? Got confused for a bit. Alright, it's fine. So now inside you are actually gonna have, as I said before, you're actually gonna have 3 blocks. But now you are going to have this extra space, because those are the walls decorations. Sometimes you actually end up having this square. Actually, sometimes, not every time, but yeah, you got a point. We can expand it even more forward, but then the build is going to take more for you to finish. So if you want to go to the extreme, you can actually go ahead and do so. This is an extreme build, like for real. And this is a random shape also, so make sure you don't get confused between the walls. Now this will give you a total amount of this space inside, and it's, I don't know what you're gonna do in the tower with that much space, but yeah. Let's build in this one. and make a tiny one over here at the end of the day. Maybe over here. We actually don't know what we're building. Maybe we're gonna build a whole castle and stuff like that. But yeah, let's just stick with the tower for now and see how it goes. We're going to build a huge door. So after you finish your template, you're going to remove the middles. At least that's what I do every time I build. And then you're going to stick those three in between them. This may get a little bit confusing, but that's how a tower looks for me. The reason of that being is because I always start with the bottom, and this is one of the tower doors, for example. And now you actually go ahead and decide how big you want your thing. Because, for instance, if you want just the door to be that tall, then that's how tall your tower is going to be. You can't really expand it afterwards, so be really careful what you do. There's no limitation, this is just me building at the moment. You can do whatever you want with the tower. I stick by my simple rules. Alright, for the next step, we're going to copy paste this. We're too lazy to build by hand today. Alright, so copy. Alright, and we're gonna stay here and paste. It's the other way around. So now we're going to stay here and paste. The other way around too, over here. Right. And now we're going to select this, that. We're gonna stay in the middle, and we're gonna copy, rotate, paste. Right. And that's our shape without hands. Good. Now, once we've done that, we need to apply some details. I could even... Yeah, let's do that. It all depends if you want to continue as this. This is your space inside. I think it's a little bit crampy, like you don't really have space for details. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to move those giant pillars forward. Like, legitimately move one. Without the head. The head doesn't matter. Move one. When you use this command, you have to look in the direction of where you move the object. Otherwise, it's not going to work. If you look diagonally, for example, you will not move it. Well, it will in 1.50.2, but usually it's going to give you an error as if you can move in between the I don't know, directions. For example, sud-west. Sud-west, it doesn't understand sud-west. But now it does, apparently. I don't know. Just be careful where you need to move it. Okay, so now that we added this, we need to add an extra layout that you haven't seen when creating the texture, which is this one. Remember that the red wall is just for purpose of me showing you where the wall is going to be. So now we're going to go up with a texture wall made like this. This is really important. This is actually giving you the whole texture of the tower. If you miss this, it's not going to look fine. Right, and then you have to do the same thing over to all the other sides. Sometimes it takes more time, but for this, let's say live tutorial, I'm just going to do it manually, as I think you will do it normally. My phone shut down, so I can't see the comments anymore. How are you doing? Hey, the Vamp Games. Hey, great shader, mate. Thank you. The shader will be in the description at the end of the. Are you reading the? Yes, I do. My phone just shut down, I don't know, for some reason. It was legitimately relaxing himself. Thanks for joining, legitimately. There we go. Yeah, there's no new commentary. Can I edit quickly my phone so it doesn't shut down anymore? I don't know what happened. Let's take a tiny break. Display. And timeout on activity. Screen timeout 10 minutes. I think in 10 minutes I'm gonna notice someone typing into the chat and I will not shut down anymore. Hopefully. Let's hope so. Okay. So yeah, I guess guys there's no video for no, what am I saying? There's going to be a new video for tomorrow. And expect to be Minecraft Dungeon because the game just updated and I really want to find out what they added into it. Yeah, anyway, in the middle I usually place a crazy detail, so I go along and create this shape all the way as much as you guys want to do it. It's all for preferences, because sometimes you can't go really and build block by block of what I'm doing. So that's what this point. Is it a plot chat? Oops. Woohoo. There we go. So from this point on, we need to just go ahead and edit this with some stairs like that. No, blocks, stone bricks. Yeah, there we go. But we're going to stop in the middle and use something else, such as this one, stone bricks. The reason of this is going to add a whole hell of a detail to your build if you respect the situation. Behind there's going to be a nice wall too behind everything. Yep, there you go, including the one. Don't ask what's going on with my texture pack. It does this really often. It's so weird how it's actually thinking about the textures. As soon as it sees that a block is connected to one another, it does that automatically. And it doesn't look that bad. I mean, you don't see the texture from the outside because I took care of the wall itself. See what I mean? Since in here the block is not connected to anything, it's only doing that if you actually have a block like this. It's not going to do it. But if you don't have it empty, it's going to do the texture. So that's why. In any case, I'm not usually building with this texture pack, but I just put it on. I thought you guys might find it funny. I joined it late. What is this supposed to be? Oh, it's let's say if you come right now, it's about the giveaway that I'm going to do on the channel. At 300 subscribers, I'm going to give 300 subscribers. I'm going to give 100 subscribers. Oh my goodness, what am I saying? Man, English is really hard for me today. All right, let me start over. At 300 subscribers, I'm doing a giveaway. It's about £100. Depending on where your country is, either going to be $100, 100 euro, I have no idea. So I just started a live stream to explain what is this thing about, but I just end up having a tiny tutorial of building instead. It's actually a test too, because this is my first live stream and I have no idea how does it perform better, does it not perform? Oh man, I got so stuck in there. I was like, my brain was not working for a second. English is too hard. I need to keep doing this. Practice means evolving, so I need to practice more to speak. Great, so we got this situation of the tower. Now you will obviously see a nice improvement in this one because you already got the tiny details that I was speaking about. But yeah, let's do the same thing over and over. Keep this thing to number 3. It's because the number 3 is really used into details. If you make something that stands out to number 3 like that, is the perfect combo for applying details. You can also improve it to 5, but I just love 3. Now we didn't start it well because we have at the bottom 1, but let's just do it again. Alright, so that's 3 over there. Then we're gonna go ahead and pick up the stair because we lost it. Right, and then that's it. And then 1, 2, and 3. I can teach you basic for streaming OBS. In my opinion, I think it's better to stream due to the many options so it has settings wise. Yeah, that's true. I saw that OBS is actually focusing on people more live streaming instead of filming. But I don't know. Let me know if something is wrong with it. If you notice something badly, just tell me really fast so I can fix it. Right, so we're going to leave it like that. Okay. Just checking the chat. Don't mind me. Alright. we could either do this and leave the texture as it is, or there's an or always, or we can go ahead and just add those, meaning intended to change the way the wall looks. Avoid flattening walls is really important when building. This, as a builder, this should be your main attraction, because if you avoid flat walls, your build will just look so more interesting than the others, and winning points on texture looking, it's always good. I can't do anything about that, sadly. For some reason, it's actually changing the block even if it's covered. It's not yet optimized fully, but it's a nice texture to have nonetheless, and I don't mind that thing being there, especially because one of those is going to be a giant door, and yes, we're building also the door. I'm actually crazy today. Okay, no new comments. It's enough. I gotta start actually live stream to watch myself what I'm doing and see if it's lagging or something like that. I think it's not. I think it's perfectly fine so far. Good, we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing over and over. It's mostly out of all the builds that you could see on the internet, 80% of them are just copy paste. You'd only work on a corner, and then if you are smart enough, you can use the same texture over and over again. It's pretty crazy what you can actually achieve in Minecraft out of your pure imagination. Just never give up. Right, so now that we are building this, I don't think I'm gonna do the inside of this, because the inside takes way more time, and I don't know if I should do that and do it in live stream. It's going to be a long live stream if I do that too. So yeah, pretty much I think I'm gonna skip that. Let's flip this. Actually no, let's just do the details manually. So we have this situation, and every three blocks, you just have to remember, every 3 blocks. There we go. If you do it wrong, you will notice a difference, because it doesn't stay to the eye a lot. Even if you do it wrong though, this thing actually, let me show you. You can do a 5 texture to one of them, to 2 of them actually. I'll show you in a second what I'm speaking about. Now, if you're watching from this side, you will notice that that one has only a giant hole, and this one has 2 of them. That's a 5 strategy, and it's combining with the 3, so you give your walls a little bit of more realistic shaping in real life, because not all the walls should be equal. Maybe from structure purposes, the builder decided to make a wall made by 5. Maybe it didn't need more details or more power to sustain the weight. Okay, there we go. So now you have this situation. This one is unfinished. 1, 2, 3, and then like that. 1, 2, 3, and like that. Right, so as I said earlier, if you do it wrong, you will not truly notice from the beginning. So now we're gonna continue with the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and then 1, 2, 3, and there it goes. It always usually finishes like that. It's awkward, but I don't know. You just have to kind of image the 3D texture of what you need to build in Minecraft before you even start. Because if you start poorly random and with no guiding imagination, you're not going to finish, sadly. So you just need to know what you're doing before you even begin. Now, for the next side of this tower, it looks fine so far. I just need to mix a little bit of 3D effects of this, such as adding this kind of effect to all the walls that I can, of course. I can do it here, and I can do it down there, but up here I can totally do it, and it's going to be messing with your eyes when you look at it, and it just makes you focus more on the rounded shape instead of it being square. It's a cool effect to apply. Just remember to cover the wood. You don't need to have texture of wood in your eyes. I'm not inactive, there we go. I like that comment. I am not inactive, that's true. Most of you guys. That is true. Come on. So for those who joined, thanks for coming over. This is a live stream regarding the 300 subs giveaway. I'm giving away £100 if I reach 300 subs, to be honest. If you want to be in the, lot of winning that amount of money, just make sure you like my videos, subscribe, stay tuned on my channel, and the activity is really important. So yeah, it's legitimately 100, so there's nothing to lose about. Hello, Milky Bee. Hi. Hello. And Pluster Quack. Hello. Right, sorry guys. Right, and now that we're gonna jump on the second part of this, we're going to apply a 3D effect onto this. I have no idea who's actually talking. Good. Now we're jumping into more details, as if I want... Is that what a mod or it's a texture pack? Yeah, I'm not using mods, to be honest. I will find it really awkward to use mods on a live stream. Thanks for subscribing. Right, so we need to finish this in a huge texture. So let's make this tower look like a medieval evil eye or something like that. So we're going to... Let's build it roughly so you guys can take the whole shape. So we are looking at something like this. We're going to build the eye. And then we're gonna have this whole eye in the middle as if it's actually watching us. Yeah, we could totally do that, right? No. Ah, come on. I'm live streaming and focusing at the moment. Yeah, true. Right. They totally distracted me. I have no idea what was I supposed to do. So for the time being, I'm going to cover first the holes. Yep, looks fine. Good. So now that we have a square section of this, we want, of course, to create a 3D gallery of this thing, as if the whole thing is actually sustained by weight. And we need to divide this by 5. 5 is the minimum distance from the floor that you can do, but I usually go up to 7. Let's make this a 6. Now we want to... building a tower for a castle or something. Yeah, I'm just building a tiny tower as a protection, because I started building this crate, and I wanted to be like, maybe the crate stands outside so they're working, and then I want to be adding a huge tower next to it as defending the workers in there. I thought it's a cool idea. I don't know. I'm usually building out of my imagination. I should make a tower of hell. Okay, next thing after finishing this tower, I'm gonna build a tower of hell using only dark blocks from the nether, and at the end of it I'm going to add a huge eye floating with effects of 3D circles around it, shooting lasers onto the village. Why not? I don't know. I don't legitimately believe into that, but I guess for texture purposes we can totally do it. Anyway, so let's see how we can actually do the eye. Or just the, let's say, middle of this tower. Because we need to use the same texture all over the place, so we can't really screw up too much. We will be continuing the 3D layout, but this one, if you notice, is actually one block behind it. It's a mean texture to do, but sometimes we need it. We can either continue with the texture up or just go inside the castle. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the texture outside for a bit. Show him what Tower of Hell is on Roblox. Oh my goodness, Tower of Hell is on Roblox parkour game. Would you need to parkour? Why are you guys bringing Roblox to this channel? It's so awkward. Can you actually... This is a challenge. In the future, for sure, I'm gonna have people asking me to play Roblox, and I never actually tried that game before. So I find it really awkward. Is that the right word to say it? To describe it, actually? I don't know. But then again, I find that Minecraft awkward at the beginning, and as soon as I started playing the game for the first time, I never stopped. So maybe I'm gonna become a fan of Roblox later in my life. I have no idea. Now there we go. We want to kind of apply this kind of texture, and let's relax a little bit the stress on this build. It's really, yeah, the build is really stressed indeed. I agree with myself. Should probably create a 3D pattern out of this, like that, so you can actually see the tower raising or something. I have no idea. I just didn't play the game. I find it not awkward. I don't want to disrespect the creators or stuff like that. It didn't hit me as a hype purpose, you know? That's cool. I'm like at the beginning of YouTube, to be honest, right now. So maybe in the future I will be playing that. It's just to play something you need to first enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy what you're playing, you can't really go too far. I guess that's my thinking. That's my mind, I guess. Oh my goodness, the chat is... Don't spam, please. Don't make me enable the slow mode. Right, so let's just go ahead and copy this thing, or... Alright, shout out to Superhero793 for being an active subscriber to my channel. Go ahead and subscribe to him. I think he's a good person. There we go. I give you a shout out. Hope you enjoyed it. There's a lot of going backwards and forwards when you're actually building a tower. Oh my goodness, my mouse went crazy for a second. It's because you're trying new textures and you want... Yes, hopefully you're a good person. What I'm saying is just... You just have to go backwards and forwards when you're building a tower, because you have to look at how it looks. Properly saying. For this direction, it kind of looks too huge from my perspective. I need to just adjust a little bit of the towers, but I want this one to be one of the roof, definitely. So I'm going to do the same thing over here on the other side. Do you guys mind the music? Is it too annoying? To be honest, I actually built once a tower like that. It was inspired by World of Warcraft, and it was really cool looking. I just loved how that thing looks when it was completed. I got no pictures sadly anymore from it, but it just looked amazing. So yes, I did heard the Hypixel. I mean, I don't want to get into details. I'm just saying I'm a known builder, so. What is that question, legitimately? Why are you even asking that? Have you heard of Hightail at this point? Get hyped. Hightail is really getting closer. Let's try to blend this in with a roof and see how many roofs we actually gonna have to try to close this thing. I never tried a roof on such a tower, so this is going to be my first time ever trying this live. If it's going to be a total failure, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove it. But I don't think it's going to be a failure. I just never seen a tower like this one having a roof, normal roof. Speaking about it, usually square, so you don't kill yourself trying to make too many details usually. But I really want to try. So this one will be legitimately too big, so we need to edit the texture and go for a very mediocre one. Let's see if we can actually it kind of bothers me trying this. It does bother me a lot trying this. We can't really have a triangle situation on a tower, so we're not going to do this. Let's stick with the default. Live stream with 600 people watching. That's super cool. That's amazing, to be honest. Anyway, thanks for watching me too. I mean, there's so many YouTubers out there better than me and stuff like that, but you guys for some reason choose to stay here, probably for the money, I don't know. I'm just joking. Just reading sometimes the commentaries. Oh, it's such a sunny day outside today. I really want to go and have a run or something. Maybe after this. Alright, so we're gonna have this sticking out a bit. Yeah, we're moving the texture down. I don't know with how many blocks. I think only one block. So we need to move this whole thing down for a bit. Is it actually too dark? Let me check something. I hope it's much lighter now. It's a little bit dark. Well, That's nice from you. Thanks. You know, we're going to school, and then the school is actually a good place for a lot of people nowadays to earn money easily, which is disgusting because you should go to school to study instead of getting money from the state or stuff like that. Even on my university, some people are going to that, are doing this, legitimately just coming to school to just earn money. It's like, why would you watch someone just to win something? Yeah, my monitors are still coming, sadly. They're on the way. I commanded like 3 of them. So I can have enough monitors to watch the live stream, play the game, maybe mix some music, and then watch something else above me. I can't wait for that. Anyway, let's see what we can do with this tower, because it's driving me crazy. I think I'm gonna copy paste the same detail. Yeah, let's do that. Hold on a second, because it kind of looks fine as it is. So I kind of want to stay here in the middle, and yeah, let's just copy. Alright, so I changed the texture into that, you know, as if it's going like that. I don't like this. This is like too... Yes, I'm planning this to be my future job. I'm seriously trying. Publishing every day is not easy, so I consider this my main job at the moment. I'm currently not earning for money, nothing, so everything that I do is for your sake, guys. Right, yeah, I find it better like that. I just need to shape those blocks a little bit better. Yeah, it's blending in fine now. If I do that, I'm gonna go back to the same detail. So let's just leave it square. There we go. Now we need to do the same detail all over the place. So yes, to your question, if I'm taking YouTube for serious, yes, this is going to be my job in the future. So I'm giving everything that I got for you guys. Forgot to copy. And one more time. That should change the problem. Good, so thank you for that. Now we need to prepare this whole thing for the top. And it's not gonna be easy. Because of the way how it's built, we have 2 different textures. We have the wood, first of all, then we have the back of this, which has to grow. And then we have also the gray stuff, which is not going to appear on the top. That's why we are closing it right now. When you close the texture, you need to make sure that it doesn't look square. As a matter of fact, it does right now. So this wall over here needs to go on the back. All right. The way it works is that you need to make sure that the textures are not attached to each other and that you're leaving space for the walls to look as walls. All right. I'm currently playing on Creative Fun. Let me place the IP into the description if you guys really want to join me in there. I need to get off for a bit. Oh, I think I did. It's in the live description, actually. Yes, everything is in the live description. I remember I placed it before. Lucky me. Now for the desktop, I think I can actually... Yep, I can blend in the details so it looks like an eye. Just the same texture as we did with the wheel back there. We can do this to the tower. Right, and now we have this situation with the woods. Now we need to find a way to close this, as the woods can't continue on. So I'm suggesting only to apply one full stop of the block here, covered like that. Hold on, not this. My name is Master Alex Gaming. I don't know if you notice. I'm using this name everywhere. If you search on Facebook, if you search on Twitch, if you search on YouTube, it's always Master Alex Gaming. You can /plot visit Master Alex Gaming and then you'll find me here. There we go. So I think by changing that texture over there, it's really doing it fine. But what we need to do now is blend in those details. And I think we could totally agree that that looks fine. Right, and now it looks like a giant water for the plants, if you know what I mean. How do we call you? Like a nickname or something? I don't know. It's either Alex or Master. I have no idea. Alex is my name, so you can call me in whatever way you want. I don't mind. I just want my audience to feel relaxed while calling me, not something formal as if sir or God knows. That'd be so dumb. Call me in whatever you want, like, I don't know. Just make up a way to call me perfectly. Alright, I'm actually focusing a little bit because I'm trying to apply this texture on top of the whole roof, and this is not always easy to do. As a matter of fact, yeah, you can call me Alex, I don't mind. It's actually awkward to call someone Master Alex Gaming, especially because the name is really long. Right, so I'm more than happy if you guys call me Alex, I don't mind. Look at how the light interacts with me standing underneath the block and then me going back. Can you see the difference between that? That is amazing. I just love the power of ray tracing. Let's reset for a bit. You know what happens if I stay in a dark place for too long? Like this one. Hold on. And then I shut off to moody. Actually, this is not going to turn. Hold on. Plot time. Plot flag. How was it? Plot. I have no idea. List, climb, clear, confirm, deny, help, info. Add flag. No, that's to add someone. Load. Time doesn't work. And time set doesn't work either. I have no idea how to edit the time yet. I just joined the server yesterday, so I don't know what plugin is he using. Usually it's plot flag, set time, and then the time that you want. But apparently it's not nowadays. Hold on. I want to destroy this platform because I want to prepare the whole thing for the roof. Okay, so now we have this situation. Now this is a block, that's a block. Alright, you guys can stay like that. This thing can stay like that. This is actually a block, that's a block as well, that's a block, and that's a block. And, wait, what? Ah, that's why it was coming really badly. There we go, finally. There we go, that's another block. And this is another block. There we go. Right, so now, once we done that, it's going to be a diagonal situation at the top of the tower. Now, this thing looks a little bit odd blending in that situation, but what I'm trying to do, what I could do to adjust this, is by simply leaving those towers on and then closing everything with a classic roof. Let's try it to see how it looks. Hold on. Let's try that and see how in the world does it look. If I leave those up, as if that's cool. Thanks. Hello, Veriga? Oh, this is Radu. He's one of my best friends from Romania. Nice to see you too, buddy. So, thanks for coming over. You maybe have a chance to win £100 if you're an active user on my channel. Leave a like to this video and, you know, comment down. Just stay active on the channel. Okay, so now what I'm gonna try to do now, I don't recommend this, but since I know how to build properly, I can do it directly. I'm gonna use some dark blocks. Let's say spruce wood will be dark enough. I'm gonna try a texture, a direct 3D texture to see how the roof would be. Nose. Right. It may be confusing if you're not an experienced builder. It may be confusing even for me, to be honest, to apply a direct texture like that one. This is just to see how would the roof be on that texture. I need to cover the whole thing, but for this time, let's just have a look how it looks. I need to move it down once or twice. How tall is it? Yeah, I need to move it down. Usually the top roof of a tower has only 4. This one has 6 at the moment. Alright, and let's see if it's too close. Well, I think that's fine. I mean, Mundo, let's move it only once. Down once. Right, in my way, I think this is fine. I can see the roof and stuff like that. But now we need to blend this whole thing together. And I have an idea to do this. It's just I'm gonna use those stairs like that, and then bleeding them. Bleeding them. What does that mean? Just adjusting that size so it will stick very nice together. I could either leave those, but I'd rather stick a 3D detail in between them, like this. Alright, and here we go, we're doing it, for real. Rocking such a tower in so less time is kind of actually incredible that I'm doing it. For detail purposes, we can actually place one single stair down in the middle of it, over there. But I suggest using another one, another colorless, so it stays a little bit out of the way. I don't know. It depends. It's up to you. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it mine like that because it looks awkward, but you can do whatever you want with the tower. Why do I keep hitting stairs? Good. Now, let's see how can we do this properly. It looks like an Egyptian thing, you know, when you're looking at it. It has this formation and stuff like that. It's just confusing. Those things needs to transform in wall now. Since we're keeping editing this thing, it will look awkward if we don't finish. Alright, so let's have a look at what we can do at the top. So let's try a direct approach over roof. A medieval one, classic style. Let's go more up with this one. Now don't try this directly as I'm doing it, because you could actually do it wrong, then you have to destroy everything. If you're not confident that you can do it, just stop building for a bit, watch some tutorials, and then come back at the roof, because this thing gets really tricky and so easily. But yeah, if you're paying attention, you can totally do it. There's nothing too special about this thing that you guys cannot try alone. That's great, thank you. I'll be playing some League of Legends, if you're interested today, Radu. So maybe hit me up later, we can play together. That'd be pretty cool. And now if we go outside and try to push those blocks 3 times, so we make the detail look good. 3 please. That's a 4. Now you never know how the build is going to look if you actually don't try new stuff. So we're just trying to see how it looks with the roof at the moment. If it doesn't look good, we're going to break everything. Besides, we have word edit, so everything should be fine. Right, so that's how it looks with the roof at the top. It may seem incomplete because there's no shape at the bottom of it. Right, another exam. It may look a little bit incomplete because of the way how the roof is starting. There's no blending detail, that's why I call it a list. So let's go ahead and try to blend in this whole situation. What I mean by blending is the way how you start placing a new texture into the building. If you're actually building everything in stone and then you start a certain wood structure as I just did, it will not fit inside your building, and therefore it will just look out of context. I hope that explains. So by simply adding this stone ring, I'm actually transforming the whole build into a more natural looking one instead of me leaving everything by wood. I'm happy to hear that you're having your last exam, because I haven't seen you on League of Legends for a while and I was just like playing alone for a bit. It's a little bit awkward, if you know what I mean. Yeah, just take your time, pass your exams, that's really important. School is always important, so just take your time. Oh, by the way, Radu, this is the power of an RTX. Look at the water. This is amazing. I'm always enjoying to jump in the water with this thing. Right, and now we need to apply minimalistic details to this. I usually shape this in a 3D way, so it's not square, but I'm not really into that at the moment. Yeah, I can totally do it. Let's shape it. Fine, let's shape it. Let me show you guys how does it look when it's shaped into a 3D way. It's basically the roof will just have a hole. It's going to turn up like this. I have no idea if I should do that on this special roof since it's random build. But let me try. Alright, so the way it works, you leave all the texture like this, but then you apply those stairs. The stairs blocks, not the slabs, yeah. The way how this looks is that you're going for 3D default matte detail. I don't know how to blend that into your mind. So let's just go ahead and try directly. I feel like trying more low. Right, and now I should go ahead and edit this. That's a slab, okay. Slab, that's a stair now. This 3D effect is actually square, okay? You're not noticing the difference. Oh my, it's so dark in here, like legitimately so dark. I can't see anything up there. Hold on a second. Let me increase my luminosity of the monitor. Brightness 100%. Right. Okay, so this whole detail that I just built right now, it's totally square. There's no difference into it. The difference comes when you're actually looking at the whole build. It will actually appear as a fully 3D environment. I don't know if that makes sense to you at the moment. Need to move that thing down. That's only for standing, for understanding if you. This is a check-in, okay? So when you finish this layout and place every stair and slab, you put this one up, so you know that you finished that corner. And then at the end of it, you come back and then edit this one like this, so you know that you finish the corner. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's actually a really useful way to build and keeping track of whatever you did or not. That's why I did that, and then I remove it, just for those people who are actually going to ask, why did you do that? That was useless. You build something, then you destroy it. There is a reason behind it. Alright, and we're doing the top of the building right now. I usually never live stream when I'm working on those projects, because it may take hours, and I didn't tell that my audience is interested in me building. So I'm quite happy to see that you guys are here, to be honest. Just leave it like that. I think it's fine. I'm pretty sure it's fine. Let's have a look at it and how it looks. It may be a little bit too tall at the moment, and it's still incomplete in that side, but it's turning into a tower, so we're doing a fine job so far at least. If at the end of the day it's going to be a tower, then we did a good job. If it's not gonna look like a tower, we did a terrible job, definitely. There we go, and we're going to apply some details. There we go, and now we're gonna go and place some stairs. Actually, that's a block. All right, good. So we completed the inside, but now we need to texture that side. I guess there's not really a rule to go onto this. It's just basic texturing. I think that's the name of it. Now obviously I forgot to edit all the other shapes just as I did here. Yeah, I forgot to do that. So let's remove this and let's go in with that. Yeah, that should do it. Let's just do that everywhere. It looks more natural. Yeah, and now let's replace those with the stairs. Yeah, just do that. Right, and now we have this whole situation when we are looking up and we see that it's empty. Now we want to build something huge in here, so therefore stick with me because I need to prepare the whole grade of this to actually place a giant bell inside of this. Oops, broke that by mistake. Creepy Minecraft sounds, stop. Right, so from this side it looks like it's being holed, but I will actually appreciate it if I don't see that many textures, as in that should be like that. For some reason this block is not 3D. I don't know, I guess he couldn't really create a shape 3D of all the corners, so I'm fine with that, I don't mind. I keep shooting blocks randomly. Thanks for saying that. I'm just really trying to build in here. I don't know what's with me. Usually I stop building for like a long time. Today I woke up and I was like, okay, let's live stream today and building something. It all started because somebody invited me to this server and he showed me that role-playing is still live on this thing. So I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. So why not? Okay, now we're gonna use some gold and oh, that looks sick. Okay, I love that. I love the texture of the gold. We're going to use stone and it's so dark, I'm actually focusing to see in here. Yeah, so whoa, did you saw that? That was amazing. Whoa, 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 hold on. Did he just glow as if it's precious or something? Come on, do it again. Oh god, I love that. That's amazing. Okay, so we need more space. No, we can't. Just leave it. Or maybe we can. Yeah, we can. We can do it. It's gonna be a huge bell if you ask me. Jesus, the size of that thing is so big. You can't even see the top. Whatever, just leave it like that. And now we're gonna use a texture that I haven't used so far, which is the nether brick, just for the sake of that. Now we have this enormous bell at the top of it. I think it's too big. It's just too big. It's ridiculously and huge. Right, I think sometimes miniatures are just better. Sometimes, just only sometimes, not always. You can really create something huge if you haven't gone for like crazy details from the beginning, so stick with the originality instead of blowing up something really huge at the top of something that's too tiny. I hope that makes sense for you. We've added another effect just to make the tower blend in more with the roof. And after blending the whole situation in, we can finally add a flag to this whole tower and call it a day. We want the flag to be reflective, as if when you look at the whole structure, you want to see the flag in its full glory. So therefore we're going to use a 3D effect of this. And I don't know, what was that? We need to make a 3D effect of this. So therefore, we're going to use my favorite colors and try to build this thing. Yellow and red. Now, yellow and red are not my favorite colors. Legitimately, I prefer green, but when I was tiny, I created this flag, so I can really change the way it looks right now. I forgot how it looks actually. Right, so we're not, this is what we're trying to do at the moment. I'm gonna build something really square at the beginning. Alright, this is what we're trying to build. Oh my god, I'm terrible today. I always have the red first and then the yellow, so that's why I'm struggling with this. Alright, and I don't know what flag is that or where it comes from, but legitimately that's what I usually use to build those flags. So yeah, let's stick with it. We're going to take it a little bit more down. Yep, and then at the top of it, we're going to place smooth stone. Alright, and now let's make it as if it's in the wind, for real. Now I saw a lot of people just going like this. And while yes, this thing does work to create a flag, we're not going to do it. I want a specific flag, so I don't want a really crazy texture of a flag like that. I want a really specific one, which is this one. It may take a while. Blending in the wind and stuff and still being recognized as a flag is not easy. Right, and right, I think that's fine so far. It's just I need to... I think it's fine. I don't need to do anything else to it. Yeah. Where is my comments? Where are my comments? Live chat, please. Yeah, I hope you guys like it. To be honest, it's pretty fine. Okay, now let's just get into more shaping. Shaping this thing is pretty mediocre. You just have to go slowly and steady. Don't screw up, like I just did. Alright. And that's it. That's our tower so far. And I believe we've done a good job keeping it very simple. And it does blend with the whole village that we didn't build so far. We're at the beginning, okay? Bear with me. We're working to go there slowly. Good. Now that we've built this, we need an entrance, and one of those faces is going to be a door. So I don't really understand what kind of door is that big, but we're going to make a door out of this one. I usually do something else. Instead of ruining the whole structure of it, I'm actually making door... I didn't expect that. That's a little bit bad. Oh yes, I know why this happened. It's because I built 1.5 and this is 3, so I need to edit it in both ways. Yep, everywhere. Damn it. Let's go ahead and recreate the whole texture in a standard way, and we'll see what we're gonna have to do from there. Right, then we have to come here, and there we go. How much time has it been? Does OBS tell you how much time have you been live? For 1 hour and 13 minutes. This will be a hell of an episode to edit. Timelines? I have no idea. Oh yes! Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I usually save the whole projects, not only the timeline, but... Alright, let's just go ahead and continue on with the last one. No, that was the last one. Good. So, after remaking the detail, this is what we come out with. Whew. Pretty textured, if you ask me. It does look fine. It does look fine. Good. So what I usually do, as soon as I finish the tower, I usually break through it from one single corner, as if that's the entrance of it on it. So I create this slightly opportunity for us to go inside over there, and this thing shouldn't be there. Yeah, that one should be double. It's a double brick because it should appear on both floors, or we could leave it as it is and that's it. So you can actually walk sideways into the middle of the tower. And now we need to... We can't hide that one. We cannot change anything on this wall, but what we can do, we just could leave it like this. And let's stick a couple of cobblestone on the floor. Good. And then that's it, probably the entrance. I don't usually make a door in the tower. I don't find the purpose of that, but right, it's up to you. And I don't usually texture a lot in this tower. I just usually make a rounded stair that goes all the way up there. But it's just up to you if you want to do a detail. I also, for purpose of texturing, make everything gray inside the wall, or everything made by stone, like this one. But it's just up to you if you want to change that or not. Seriously, it's just up to you. For this one, I think I'm gonna do... Yeah, there's no really... There are only 3 floors, and the 3rd floor is this one, legitimately. Oh, there are more than 3 floors. This thing is huge, my dude. Yeah, so this is going to be a stair until down. Let's make a stair directly right now. When you create a stair, your main purpose of making the stair is actually for you to be able to walk correctly onto it. So we're gonna start by hitting up a nice, let's say, I don't know, point in the middle on oak logs. Yeah, maybe that's all. And we're going to place either a torch. I usually place a glowstone at the top of it, or a sea lantern or anything, because this is supposed to also be the light, main purpose of lighting the whole thing together. So let's just leave it like that. I then go ahead and place some structures around it so it doesn't look specifically awkward when you look at it. Then I jump down, boom, almost, and then I decided where to start with the stairs. It's pretty easy. If you actually go into building this, it's pretty easy to stick with the plan. You just have to place a stair in the side of the log, and then stair, slab, stair, slab, stair, slab. That's all the way until you reach the top, until you don't get glitched like I did. All right, and once you arrive at the next floor, you should probably continue, but if you want to stop for some reason in here and then continue from the other side with the stair, you can totally do that. It's up to you. For me, I will just build a perfectly square stair until I reach the top. This is the easiest way to create a stair without complicating yourself with too many stuff. Ah, get glitchy. Alright, and we almost reached the top. It doesn't matter where you come with the stair, because you're still going to reach the top, so it doesn't really matter which way you're going to arrive. And that's it. You completely reached the top. Now you can cover this side, and you can't cover... You can also cover this one with just one single block. No, not anymore, because this is a server. But if you were... You can totally do it. If you know how to glitch a little bit the system, you can do it. But after this, you need to cover... You really need to cover this thing, so you ensure that people won't really fall down onto it, okay? I usually use a different approach on this cover side, because I want it to be different from that one. But it's totally up to you. It depends. I doubt somebody's going to try to build this whole tower system, but if someone does, just remember some details and that's it. And now that we got the whole texture, we actually need to go back. Yep, we need to go all the way down there and texture a little bit with whatever you will find in a tower. Now this is the eye, okay? That's the eye of the whole thing. So you can actually break through and make some crazy textures. I have no idea what you want to do with this, but I suggest you leave it into such a way that you will actually see at least something outside. Use the same blocks for glass purposes, the same color, sorry, and that's it. It will not give such a difference to the tower. Besides, it's legitimately, it's not a wizard tower. This thing is supposed to, you're supposed to just walk into it and go all the way up if you want to see something. So this is just the watch, let's say, inside of it. I find it interesting. Hey, hello there, Velinix. Welcome to the live stream. You're a new member here. I haven't seen you again, so I'm just gonna say what's the purpose of the live stream. At 300 subscribers, I'm going to give away £100. So if you want to have a chance of winning this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and comment down below to this episode. And in the future, keep being an active one, and you have a high chance already to win the £100 or dollars or euro, wherever you are from. Great. After adding in this, of course you want to go back and apply a lot of details to whatever you've done in here, and you can totally do that. You just need some stone slabs. Stone slabs don't work? Nope, they don't. Whew. Right, so you will need to just go ahead and do this. Now remember that this is actually the gate of the tower, so you can't really decide to change this, but you can edit the whole thing into a tiny door and then apply a tiny window if you really want to, but we don't want to do that, really. We will ruin whatever we built so far, so just stick with the originality. In here you can place tables, bookshelves, or whatever you want in this tower. Again, it's not a wizard tower, so you don't really want to mess too much with the details inside of it. You can probably place some important treasures inside. Chests can also be welcome for detailing this whole thing. You never know when you're actually gonna need let me find it, some diamonds in plus, so let's just place those things at the top. Let's make it as a meme. So at the first floor we actually have iron. Alright, so the first stage over here, we have a couple of iron with... No. Hold on. Let's place high bale at the bottom. This will actually help in medieval times for the humidity, water, or whatever will go into the walls. And it's not bad to have them. Then at the first floor, we will have some iron and books, because that's the best combination that you can actually achieve. There we go. Then at the third floor, if you don't fall down, at the third floor we're gonna have some gold. Really precious gold. And as you go up, we'll have diamonds and emeralds. Yeah, let's do that. Not there because it's gonna block the way. There we go, diamonds and emeralds. Glowing. Yeah, so now the whole tower is actually precious, which means we done a good job. So that concludes the tower. Now let's move on to the next build. We're going to make a house. We can have a roleplay with the house. So let's expand a little bit this river first. I have no idea how to... Right, I have no idea how to actually place so much water by my hand in here. I guess I can make the hole and then cover everything with the word edit, but it's just a lot of work to do that. I need to break a lot. I guess it's fine. Let's just do it. I heard the yell, sorry. And I just hit like this. My hand is killing me. Yeah, so thanks for commenting down below, guys. It's really nice to see comments and people alive. Remember, tomorrow is going to be a Minecraft dungeon episode, so stay tuned for more. I'm gonna go ahead and explore today and edit the video for tomorrow, but I think I will go ahead and explore the new DLC just added to the game. It's really mysterious. Yeah, if you haven't seen already last episode, go ahead and check it out. It's pretty cool. They added so many stuff, and we actually finished the game in the last episode, so it's really fantastic. Thank you very much for watching the video. It helps me a lot to see people, legitimately. I'm trying to make this as my main job, and whatever you guys are doing right now, it's amazing. Right, so I want a tiny island in the middle of this. Thank you, Dante. Welcome back. Thanks for that. Yeah, I bought a powerful graphic card, but for some reason I'm running into tiny issues with OBS while shooting powerful games. I guess it's true that you can't really have extreme quality on one graphic card and then expect OBS to shoot at great quality. So I think I'm gonna buy another graphic card, and I'm gonna use that graphic card as a dedicated for OBS, and then this one dedicated for gaming. The RTX can really shoot fantastic quality, but it's just not enough for you to shoot and record at the same time. Like, shoot the game and record too. Or maybe it is, but I don't know how to shoot with OBS then. I have no idea. Oh, we almost finished. My hand is killing me. Good. So this thing is going to be a river. Yeah, I think it's fine. Now you can truly understand how much pain goes into a builder, because we need to make those textures by hand in some cases, such as now. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make a hole using word delete. Slash. Actually, no, I have to cut. I would like to just replace a couple of blocks, but I can't. Because if I replace a couple of blocks, I then need to go back and legitimately fix everything, so it will be nothing, no difference into that. Right, that's a cut, that's a nice cut. I need to just to finish. I'm not Arabic, what the heck? I'm from Romania originally, and right now I live in the UK. It's funny, sometimes, yeah, I hear people that my accent can be confused as Arabic. You're not the first one. Maybe my blood is from Arabia, I don't have no idea. If I set to 0, it will still be the same thing. What I'm trying to do is texture the ground, so I can't really have too many holes. See that? It's same thing as set air. Air is 0. 0 is legitimately what we always see. Oh, this is gonna take so much time for to texture this. It's like doing it in vanilla with no commands at all. Are you kidding me? No match for sandstone. Maybe it's just sandstone directly. No, 24. It was. I have no idea why it doesn't work. I can sandstone. Okay, now it did. I don't at the moment. I do have an account exactly named Master as Gaming. I will be one of those streamers streaming on both platforms at the same time for the future. Not at the moment, because I want to grow on YouTube first and then see if I can make a better a better support on the Twitch. But yeah, definitely, I will be doing that in the future. Thanks for asking. Alright, so now we have the water. Boom. Of course we need to edit the ground, but we just have to do it inside the water now. It glitched. Oh god, that's funny. It's funny how the server glitches sometimes. Right. Oh god, it's so confusing thanks to the shader pack. It's so confusing, guys. Uh-oh, I can't really post too that high. I have no idea. It's legitimately RTX technology. It looks nice. Interesting, so if I break blocks, what the heck? That is so weird, man. Look at that one, it's so weird. It's like an invisible block, if you ask me. This is Minecraft Java Edition, and currently I'm using Chocapic shader pack, which is the version 8 that does contain real tracking. Minecraft 1.15.2. The server supports it, so it's pretty cool. I also play Bedrock Edition on my Nintendo Switch. It's charging right now. And I got a Pocket Edition as well, so if you guys legitimately don't have a powerful computer and wish to play with me, I can totally give it a shot. I think I know why it glitches. Because it's air in here. Oh, this looks weird, man. Look at that. This is weird. Look at that above me. Imagine this thing happening with the lava. The lava looks amazing in this thing. At least that's why I heard. I never seen lava. I can't place lava. Damn it. Right. It's so awkward to see this. Alright, from this point on, I will be placing stone. Thank you very much, guys, for watching the video, really. I appreciate it, especially because it's Minecraft. it's Minecraft building, so it can take legitimately hours for me to finish this thing. Even at my full ability to build, it will still take hours to apply all the details requiring me to finish this thing properly. So thank you very much for being here. I appreciate the presence. Oh my goodness. Is spam a real thing in Minecraft? I think it is. Yeah, that gives the 3D texture fine. Now what I need to do is I need to select the ground from that point to this point. From this point, and now I need to replace dirt in stone, dirt, sand. I can't sand. Sandstone, and that gives us this texture. Now I want the stone replace. The live stream is offline. You really scared me for a bit in there, buddy. Thank you. Oh god, that was really scary. It was a scary thought because I didn't know what to do. What happened? It could happen. My internet could actually shut down, but even in that moment, I will still be recording. So at the end of the day, I will still publish this with the missing part. So it's fine. Thanks for letting me know, though. I'm glad that it didn't happen, though. Okay. So let's recap what we need to do. You guys want me to change the shader, the music, or anything? Man, if you take a moment to look at how this whole thing looks, it's just amazing. It's so hard to build without seeing the plus. Here's a nice view for you guys. If you actually look at the water from this point. Hold on. Let me try this. A cinematic shot for you guys. Right, sorry. I'll stop. All right, so here we go. There we have it. At least the river is looking fine so far. Let me try if the live stream is fine. How How does it even move? Does it lag for you guys or? Is it performing well or? Or should I go down with the quality more so it can be stable? I wish some people to comment onto that, because I have no idea since this is the first time ever live streaming with this computer. Hello, whoever joined live stream, thank you for coming. In case you haven't been here from the beginning, this is a live stream regarding the start of the giveaway. 300 subscribers, I will be giving $100 or pounds or stuff away. So make sure you're a subscriber. Okay, so there's no lag, you're right, thank you. So if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to have a high chance of winning $100. Why would you not need $100 in your pocket? Why? You could legitimately buy a lot of stuff with £100. And there will be a lot of other giveaways onto my channel, guys. If we reach, for example, the 1,000 subscribers, which is the goal for this channel at the moment, I'm going to give away for two people legitimately about 50 each. So that's another £100, but split in half, or maybe up to 100 for each. I have no idea. It depends how many views we got, how many people are watching this, and how many people are going to be interested into my giveaways. But definitely in the future we're going to do a lot of giveaways. And if the channel grows on, the more giveaways there are going to be. I'm still thinking. I said already that I'm gonna give 100 pounds at 300 subscribers, so I'm going to do it. But from then there is going to be like a limit. I have no idea. Maybe 30, 50 maximum. It's so sunny outside, man. I really want to go just and have a look. Finally, because in London for the past 2 days it's been raining and annoying. Ugh, rain. Terrible things. Right, sorry if I'm not talking, I'm really focusing to finish this thing fast. The way I focus, the more I focus, the quieter I get, because my hands legitimately killing me at the moment. She's killing me. Come on. Almost there. Finally, I think we totally do it this time. Yeah, we totally do it. That's how it looks with the tiny river. Let's go into it. Boom. Man, this thing looks nice. And there's no water in here. Oh god, such a fail. Alright, let's try to cover the whole air stuff in there. From here. Can I go into F3N? I can't, sadly. I'm unable to switch between the game modes. Oh, I think it's more deep. There we go, and it should be full of water now. Should be. Yep, it's full of water. Great. Whew. Alright, so the next thing should be a house after building the crane and then the medieval tower. Now we need a house. We need a place to stay. But I don't really see this place. Oh, we're gonna make a tower in here. I don't really see this place as a direct hit on a house. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna gather some materials and I'm gonna start to make a tiny campfire. And instead, I'll start with the oak logs on the ground like that. If we actually have 1.16 or no 1.15, you will actually be able to place the campfire, but sadly you're not, so this is not 1.15, it's 1.14.4 or something like that. Sorry about that. It's really sunny, so for some reason I'm working different. If I see sunlight, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sleepy. Yeah, so let's continue. So this is my tiny camp. Very mediocre if you ask me. We could add a lot of details, but let's just leave it empty. And I want to build a tree because this thing looks empty so far. So let's just make it a tree, and there we go, a random tree, guys. So let's just make a tree like this one. The secret of building a tree is to make as many arms as possible onto it, and then go ahead and edit them because they will look like crap. Sorry for the words. So if you want a good tree, a really good tree, you need to specify how many, you need to think how many arms is it going to have and how the leaves are going to attach to it, alright? Because if you leave it empty, it's going to be terrible. Like the real life trees that we're having nowadays, they're really blooming because of the arms. The more arms you have, the better the texture of the tree will be. So while building trees, just remember, you only need good arms to make it look amazing. Right, and at the top you will need a lot of leaves at the top, but for this one I'm going to just surround it a little bit, then I'm gonna cover it with leaves around it. So that's our tree. It's creepy looking at the moment, but it will be fine. Right, so let's grab the oak leaves and right, they do move. So let's see how we start. So I want leaves to be everywhere from here, and we're going to place some crazy looking shapes. Alright, for an instance, I'm going to cover the whole body of the tree. Notice that I'm only placing leaves on top of those, not at the bottom, because I don't want to cover the things that a player can see. The main goal is to make the tree look as realistic as possible. Sometimes this detail is better achieved when you actually don't attach the leaves to the trees, but we're kind of rushing to make it, so therefore we are not going to stick to the main idea. I'm trying my best to split the leaves so they will not attach too many of them together. This will give a lot of air looking through the tree and a better realistic state. But then again, you still have to go through a lot of placing trees and leaves. I usually would speed this through the video, but since this is a live stream and I can't edit, you guys have to bear with me while I do this. There's a lot of correction, like you will never be able to build a direct tree with no mistakes. You need to keep going and correct as you go on and on, alright? Right, so I want this to be empty, as if at the top of the tree you will be able to see the campfire from here. So for this to happen, I have to change around this one. Yeah, and I have to build the leaves in such a way that they will not touch too much. I know it looks like I'm placing them random, but there's actually strategy in the madness, okay? Some people just go random, some people respect the rules, some people just go ahead and smash that mouse until it dies. It depends. I can't really teach you how to build a proper tree without you even trying, so in order to make those trees look good, you just need to keep trying and trying forever and ever and ever until you get going with it. Yes, at the beginning I was making square trees, I couldn't even texture them properly, but then slowly, as I perform a lot of practice and practice and practice and practice, I start to make them look better and better and better. And from that point on, I just keep them like that, you know, like I evolve slowly as a normal person. You can always do this. I believe everyone can actually build if they try really hard. And that includes you, the guy watching this video right now. You can totally do it. Just believe in yourself and never give up no matter who comes to you and tells you that you're bad. There's no such thing as a bad concept. There's just bad people. Bad people that come and do much on what you're doing. Don't let them affect you. Just keep going and try and try and try over and over again until you succeed. Alright, so I can clearly see through them, which is good. This is what we're looking for. Receive another message, sorry. Alright, now we have this part. In the real life, the leaves are not even attached properly to the trunk, the thing that I'm doing right here. But this is Minecraft. We have to attach the leaves properly to the trunk in order to create this 3D effect. If you don't do that and somehow you get distracted or just push the leaves too much outside of the tree, it will not look fine. I don't see a wrong build tree. There's no such concept. I see just imperfection, and imperfection is fine. Nobody's perfect on this world, okay? At least you tried and you created a tree that is much better than the default looking tree of Minecraft. Right, guys. So while I'm still working at the tree, I was actually thinking of creating even something new. Because yes, the trees are looking nice. If you look at them from this point, they do look like trees at least. There we go. So after I build this tree, I'm thinking of making that camp over here, but of course making also camps, as if tents. For example, this one over here. Yeah, that one could be a tent. But I want to make them diagonally, so they're much realistic at least. Let's just go in with the trees for a bit. Alright, so we have this side now that I need to edit. I know a YouTuber named Brian who can actually really show you how nice you can actually build the trees in Minecraft. I think you know him. His name is legitimately Brian the Builder. A lot of people call him like that at least. And when I was a beginner, I used to watch his tiny videos, and I really enjoyed them. They were so clear, and he explains so well what you can actually achieve in Minecraft if you really try. And I love the fact that he doesn't do tutorials build block by block. He's actually trying to show you how you can actually improve by building with his ideas, instead of him showing you how you can actually build a house block by block. It's inspiring, and that actually pushed me to go ahead and try it as well. I tried even before watching his videos, of course, but it was much better after I saw a couple of strategies in real life, what it could do to achieve better texturing. There we go. So we have that situation now, and now we need to move over this one. And this one is going to be a little bit funny because there are a lot of arms, but let's do it. So again, the more arms you have, the better the texture of the tree will look. This thing is true because you go ahead and edit later and you'll have a lot of textures to work with. And demanding this, if you don't have any of those, is going to be hard for you to see the tree. This is why I'm telling you, you need a lot of arms if you're building a tree. There we go. Okay. What do you guys think of the tree? Is it fine? Am I going to see some comments? I'm still looking on that side. Alright, I'll give you a quick tip onto those trees. A quick tip of what you need to do absolutely after you finish building a tree using a texture pack. Exactly what I'm doing right here. At the end of the build, when you finish the tree, properly saying you don't need to edit anything else, you need to disable your texture pack and look at it with the default. Because not a lot of people will have the same texture pack of you. Actually, a small amount of people will even contain a texture pack, and you need to make sure that it looks fine even in the default. Therefore, checking is like the best way to do that. Now see what I'm saying? If you have a lot of arms, the tree comes along alone. You don't need to edit the shape of it too much, you just need to spam the leaves and that's it. Of course you need to edit them a little bit, because there's order in the madness, as I said before, but it's just much better than just leaving them hanging around. And yeah, at the end of the day, you'll have a nice standing tree, handmade, which is by far the best thing that you could actually have next to a house or a tower or a river or whatever you need. Right, so that's how the tree looks like. I need to remove this. You will always need to edit the shape of the tree, no matter what. Okay, so you start with an idea, but then you need to edit the shape as you go along. And that's how it looks. I think it's fine. I just need to remove a couple of vines in here too. Yeah, so now we're gonna disable the texture pack to see how it looks without it. Alright, and that's how it looks without the texture pack. This is a classic tree, and we can move around and see that it's actually standing out more than the normal one. Alright, as if we place a normal tree right now, you wouldn't even look at it, thanks to the fact that this tree is standing up. It's very mediocre, there are a bunch of corners that you can edit, but I think it's fine. If you look at it, it's alright. From this point, it looks like a tree, so I'll go ahead and re-enable the texture pack after making sure that it looks fine. That's it. It looks like it's going to rain, so the live stream could go on and on. There we go. Now we have the tree, and we can stand underneath it and look at the sun. Looks amazing. Far the best tree ever. Good. Now we need to ensure that we have a place to sleep. So therefore we need to jump into this and go ahead and build. Let's use a variety of colors, not only red and that. Let's just stick with the classic. Let's make it a little bit bigger. I increase the size with only one block for space purposes, of course, and now I can go ahead and create the tent. We're gonna use this block for the detail purposes only, and then we're gonna edit it afterwards. This is an undercover tent. I think it's a little bit too big. 4 blocks is more than enough. Right, and now we need to go ahead and edit it. Everything starts from a basic, okay? So when you build something, don't go ahead and create a 3D extremely complicated detail. Start from something fairly stupid. Like you look at it and you say like, what the heck was in my mind when I built that? Because you don't need to see a perfect 3D effect from the beginning. You only need to see what you need to build. For an instance, this thing was square a couple of seconds ago, and now it's not anymore because I edited it. This is what you need to legitimately. The stream lags sometimes. Ooh. Oh, it may be because of the weather. It's starting to slowly rain. Let me have a look. Let me just have a look. The stream going for 9,000 again. Apply. No, everything is fine with my computer. We're going to check Asus tweak. Sorry about that. Right, everything's fine with that. OBS stability, I have no idea. Alright, you guys can actually tell me if it's lagging or not. Let me have a look at the phone on the back. Let me look at the live stream and see if it lags or not. Right, so I'm moving in to try and see if the live stream lags or not. At the moment it depends, seriously. Yeah, thanks to the weather I think we will have to end the stream soon. But of course before of that I'll just go ahead and finish this building over here. So guys, what do you think about me making horror games on this YouTube channel? Do you want to see me screaming like a girl? Do you want to have fun with just me being scared by anything, or you're not interested at all into that? Does it lag anymore now? I changed the quality of it. Can someone confirm if it's lagging or not? I hope it doesn't, because if it does I don't know what to do with it. Alright, so I'm checking right now if it's going to lag. Hold on. Oh yeah, the stream does lag sometimes. Hold on. What is going on? What is going on? Why is this happening? What? The stream lags. Okay, I should probably use something else for this. Let's just go to the settings really quickly, and the stream option, the output. Let's go to the performance and apply. Hopefully in this way it will not make it lag anyway. I'm trying really quickly to fix this. This makes me easy, man. It looks like it's lagging when I look behind, but for me it's not lagging at all, but just on live stream. I'm legitimately looking at it. Does he still do it, or it stopped? I have no idea what's going on. Right. Well, at least we worked for a bit. We created this very mediocre place where we can stay at least during the night. So I think I'm gonna stop the live stream here. I don't know what's going on with the lag. It's probably 100% thanks to the weather outside that is getting worse and worse. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this. You now have a high chance of winning the, big prize of reaching 300 subscribers, $100 or pounds, or call it whatever you want. I don't know where you're from, so I'm gonna change the value depending of the people. So yeah, thank you very much. That's all for today. Let's have to still shoot the Minecraft dungeon video, so it must come out tomorrow. So yeah, subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Right, the chair just made a funny noise. Alright. Let's see if the button works. Cheers, guys.